Learn about the world. Bahrain. Look at the map. We see that Bahrain is an island country in the Middle East. This archipelago includes the main island Al Bahrain and several smaller islands. It is located in the Arabian Gulf, Persian Gulf, east of Saudi Arabia, north of Qatar. The country shares maritime borders with Iran, Qatar and Saudi Arabia. The capital and largest city is Manama. Basic information. Full name, Kingdom of Bahrain. Government type, Constitutional Monarchy. ISO, BH, BHR. Country domain, BH. Phone code, +973. Time zone, +3 o'clock. Capital, Manama. Major cities. Al-Muharraq. Former municipality. Al-Hid, Manama. Western region. Central region. Northern region. Muharraq. Rifa and Southern region. Jid Hafs, Hamid Town, Not Shown, Isa Town, Hawar Islands, Sitra. Area. 778 square kilometers. Terrain. Low desert plain. Climate. Mild, pleasant winters with average maximum temperatures of 20 to 30 C, 68 to 86 F. Very hot and humid from May to September. With average highs of 30 to 40 C, 86-104 F. Population, 1,493,330, January 2024. Ethnicity, Bahraini 63%, Asian 19%, other Arab 10%, Iranian 8%. Religion, 98% Muslim, Shia 70%, Sunni 30%. Small Christian, Jewish and Hindu communities. Languages, Arabic, official, English, Farsi, and Urdu are also widely spoken. Resources, oil, natural gas, fish, pearls. Agricultural products, fruits, vegetables, poultry, dairy products, shrimp and fish. Industries, petroleum processing and refining, aluminum smelting, iron pelletizing, fertilizer, offshore banking, ship repair, tourism. Exports. Commodities, petroleum and petroleum products, aluminum, textiles. Exports partners, Saudi Arabia, UAE, USA. Import partners, Saudi Arabia, US, China, Japan, Australia, India. Currency. Bahraini dinar, BHD. Foreign relations. Bahrain plays a modest, moderating role in regional politics and adheres to the views of the Arab League on Middle East peace and Palestinian rights. Since achieving independence in 1971, Bahrain has maintained friendly relations with most of its neighbors and with the world community. It generally pursues a policy of close consultation with neighboring states and works to narrow areas of disagreement. Bahrain has established bilateral relations with 190 countries worldwide. As of 2012, Bahrain maintains a network of 25 embassies, 3 consulates and 4 permanent missions to the Arab League, United Nations and European Union respectively. Bahrain also hosts 36 embassies. The United States designated Bahrain a major non-NATO ally in 2001. Bahrain plays a modest, moderating role in regional politics and adheres to the views of the Arab League on Middle East peace and Palestinian rights by supporting the two-state solution. Bahrain is also one of the founding members of the Gulf Cooperation Council, GCC. Relations with Iran tend to be tense as a result of a failed coup in 1981, which Bahrain blames Iran for, and occasional claims of Iranian sovereignty over Bahrain by ultra-conservative elements in the Iranian public. Bahrain and Israel established bilateral relations in 2020 under the Bahrain-Israel Normalization Agreement. Bahrain has bilateral relations with India, Iran, Iraq, Israel, Kazakhstan, Kosovo, Kuwait, Malaysia, Pakistan, Portugal, Qatar, Russia, Saudi Arabia, South Korea, Spain, Turkey, Syria, United Arab Emirates, United Kingdom, United States. Human rights. Bahrain's record on human rights has been described by Human Rights Watch as dismal, and having deteriorated sharply in the latter half of 2010. Their subsequent report in 2020 noted that the human rights situation in the country had not improved. The government of Bahrain has marginalized the native Shia Muslim population. Torture and forced disappearances are common in Bahrain. The crackdown on protesters during the 2011 Arab Spring brought further human rights complaints, including the destruction of dozens of long-standing Shia mosques. There is a growing problem of stateless people, known as Bedouin, who are descendants of Iranians, especially ethnic Persians, who have lived in Bahrain for many decades. Most of Bahrain's stateless are Muslims, some of Bahrain's stateless are Christians. In Bahrain, stateless people are denied the right to hold legal residency, are not allowed the right to travel abroad, buy houses, and to hold government jobs, despite repeated government claims of improvement over the course of several years. Human Rights Watch claims that torture is a regular part of the legal process in Bahrain. In 2011, Human Rights Watch claimed to have found evidence that protections for migrant workers have improved, according to a report published by Reprieve and Bahrain Institute for Rights and Democracy. Death sentences in Bahrain have increased by over 600% in the last 10 years. Amnesty International's 2015 report on the country points to the continued suppression of dissent, restricted freedom of expression, unjust imprisonment, and frequent torture and other ill treatment of its citizens. As of October 2014, Bahrain is ruled by an authoritarian regime and is rated as not free by the US-based non-governmental Freedom House. Freedom House continues to label Bahrain as not free in its 2021 report. Transport. Transport in Bahrain encompasses road transportation by car, air transportation and shipping. The widening of roads in the old districts of Manama and the development of a national network linking the capital to other settlements commenced as early as the arrival of the first car in 1914. Many tracks previously laid in the pre-oil era, prior to the 1930s, were resurfaced and widened, turning them into road arteries. Initial widening of the roads started in the Manama Souk district, widening its main roads by demolishing encroaching houses. A series of ring roads were constructed: Isa al-Kabir Avenue in the 1930s, Exhibition Avenue in the 1960s and Al-Fateh Highway in the 1980s, to push back the coastline and extend the city area in belt-like forms. To the north, the foreshore used to be around Government Avenue in the 1920s, but it shifted to a new road, King Faisal Road, in the early 1930s, which became the Coastal Road. To the east, a bridge connected Manama to Muharraq since 1929. A new causeway was built in 1941 which replaced the old wooden bridge. Transits between the two islands peaked after the construction of the Bahrain International Airport in 1932. To the south of Manama, roads connected groves, lagoons and marshes of Hora, Adlia, Gudaybiya and Jufair. The four main islands and all the towns and villages are linked by well-constructed roads. There were 4,122 kilometers, 2,561 miles, of roadways as of 2010, of which 3,392 kilometers, 2,108 mi, were paved. Private vehicles and taxis are the primary means of transportation in the city. Bahrain changed from driving on the left to driving on the right in November 1967. International highways include King Fahd Causeway, Qatar-Bahrain Friendship Bridge, As of 2021, there were no railways in Bahrain. But plans were developing for a railway system connecting all the countries in the Persian Gulf and for a light rail network within Bahrain. There were plans for the rail to be international, connecting to local railway systems in the UAE and Saudi Arabia. Bahrain has 4 airports, all of which have paved runways. 1 airport is civil, Bahrain International Airport, and 3 are military, Isa Airbase, Sakir Airbase, and Rifa Airbase. As of 2008, Bahrain owns 3 harbors in Manama, Mina Salman and Sitra. The port of Mina Salman can accommodate 16 ocean-going vessels drawing up to 11 meters (36 feet). Since 2014, Bahrain has sought to promote itself as an open register. As of 2020, there were 234 ships in Bahrain's merchant marine, of which 11 were general cargo ships, 4 were oil tankers, and 219 were other types of ships. Education. Education is compulsory for children between the ages of 6 and 14. Education is free for Bahraini citizens in public schools, with the Bahraini Ministry of Education providing free textbooks. Bahrain has the oldest public education system in the Arabian Peninsula. The system was established in 1932 when the Bahraini government assumed responsibility for operating 2 pre-existing primary public schools for boys. Subsequently, separate girls' schools and various universities were established in the 20th century. According to data from the 2010 census, the literacy rate of Bahrain stands at 94.6%. As of 2016, education expenditure accounts for 2.7% of Bahrain's GDP. The Ministry of Education is responsible for education in the country. In the academic year of 2008-2009, the number of public classes in Bahrain, including religious classes, are 4,326, with the number of male students 62,381 and female students 63,233. With a distribution of 62,172 in primary classes, 32,327 in preparatory classes, junior high, and 31,115 in secondary schools, in addition to the American Mission School. Another foreign private school was opened in 1910, Al-Ittihad School, funded by the Persian community of Bahrain. In addition to the public education system, there are 48 private and religious schools, including the United States-operated and accredited Bahrain School, which offers classes from primary school through secondary school. In October 2021, Al-Hekma International School has agreed upon the Sharaka Agreement with American University of Sharjah, AUS, to encourage students from varied socioeconomic backgrounds to be considered for partial scholarships. There are 4 public universities in Bahrain: Arabian Gulf University, Bahrain Polytechnic, College of Health Sciences, University of Bahrain. Private universities and higher education institutions include Applied Science University, Arab Open University, University of Technology Bahrain, American University of Bahrain, Batel Hotel and Tourism Business School, Alia University, Bahrain Institute of Banking and Finance, British University of Bahrain, Gulf University, Kingdom University, Royal College of Surgeons in Ireland, RCSI, Bahrain, Royal University for Women, Talal Abu Ghazaleh University College of Business, University College of Bahrain. Health. Life expectancy in Bahrain at birth in 2013 was 76 for men and 78 for women. Compared to many countries in the region, the prevalence of AIDS and HIV is relatively low. Malaria and tuberculosis, TB, do not constitute major problems in Bahrain as neither disease is indigenous to the country. As a result, Cases of malaria and TB have declined in recent decades, with cases of contractions amongst Bahraini nationals becoming rare. The Ministry of Health sponsors regular vaccination campaigns against TB and other diseases such as hepatitis B. Bahrain is currently suffering from an obesity epidemic, as 28.9% of all males and 38.2% of all females are classified as obese. Cardiovascular diseases account for 32% of all deaths in Bahrain, being the number one cause of death in the country, the second being cancer. Sickle cell anemia and thalassemia are prevalent in the country, with a study concluding that 18% of Bahrainis are carriers of sickle cell anemia while 24% are carriers of thalassemia. The Food and Agriculture Organization estimates that almost 66% of the adult population of Bahrain is overweight or obese within the last 10 years. Bahrain has enforced stricter laws on smoking. Research suggested that the leading health problem among its people is coronary disease. Therefore, the leaders issued laws in hopes to help the health of their country. Government-provided healthcare is free to Bahraini citizens and heavily subsidized for non-Bahrainis. Healthcare expenditure accounted for 4.5% of Bahrain's GDP, according to the World Health Organization. Bahraini physicians and nurses form a majority of the country's workforce in the health sector. Unlike neighboring Gulf states, the first hospital in Bahrain was the American Mission Hospital, which opened in 1893 as a dispensary. The first public hospital, and also tertiary hospital, to open in Bahrain was the Samania Medical Complex in the Samania district. Private hospitals are also present throughout the country, such as the International Hospital of Bahrain. Sports. A variety of sports in Bahrain are popular and widespread. Association football is the most popular sport in the country. Other traditionally popular sports include basketball, volleyball and handball. Sports such as horse racing, mixed martial arts, cricket and rugby union have gained popularity over the past few decades. Bahrain has its own top-tier domestic professional football league, the Bahraini Premier League. It features 10 football clubs that play a two-round robin set, with each team playing a total of 18 fixtures. The winners of the domestic championship qualify for the AFC Cup. Motorsport is one of the most popular sports in Bahrain. Bahrain has a Formula One racetrack, the Bahrain International Circuit, which hosted the inaugural Gulf Air Bahrain Grand Prix on 4 April 2004. The circuit also hosts the annual 8 Hours of Bahrain as part of the FIA World Endurance Championship. Mixed martial arts is legalized in Bahrain. Bahrain MMA Federation, BMMAF, has been set up under the patronage of Sheikh Khalid bin Hamad Al Khalifa. Team Bahrain is also the #1 ranked MMA team in the world, as well as having the pound-for-pound #1 amateur fighter in the world. Equestrian sports are one of the most popular sports in the country. Horse riding is governed by the Bahrain Royal Equestrian and Endurance Federation, BREF, which was founded in 2003. Show jumping has its origins in Bahrain dating back to 1976. The sport was first played by the modern pentathlon team of the Bahrain Defense Force. Bahrain has a professional basketball league, featuring 11 club teams. The top 4 teams of the league, at the end of the season, move on to the Golden Square, where the top seeds play the 4th seeds and the second take on the third in separate best-of-3 series. Professional cricket is governed by the Bahrain Cricket Association. Rugby sevens and full rugby union are played in Bahrain, with the Bahrainis having their own national sevens team. Bahrain's Rugby Football Club was first founded in 1970. The sport is largely popular amongst South Asian expatriates in the country. At the 2012 Olympic Games in London, England, Runner Mariam Youssef Jamal became Bahrain's first Olympic medalist when she won a bronze in the women's 1,500 meters race. Jamal is the first female athlete from a Persian Gulf nation to win an Olympic medal. Bahrain hosts a variety of Olympic-level sports centers: Northern City Athletics, Durat Al Bahrain Aquatics, Tree of Life Fencing, Murasi Al Bahrain Beach Volleyball, Bahrain Bay Cycling, Bahrain International Circuit Badminton, and King Fahd Causeway Football Stadium. The host cities are Manama, Muharraq, Isa Town, Rifa, Sitra, King Fahd Causeway, Bahraini Side, Durat Al Bahrain, and Diyar Al Muharraq.